So another poem by Robert Frost. Robert Frost is known for his poems wherein the characters of the poem are natural characters. So maybe they are the forests, as in this poem, or the roads, or the natural references, the trees or flowers, or animals for that matter. So he is talking about human beings. He is talking about the tendencies of people as such, but he is expressing it through nature or animals or trees. Okay, so the characters in the poem are symbolic characters of the human behavior. It is always a symbolic poem. If it is from Robert Frost, it always has characters which are natural characters, and though they are natural characters, they are talking about human tendencies, okay, human behavior as such. So two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both, and we one traveller long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. So two roads diverged is they separated. Okay, again there is this question asked wherein this paragraph is, this stanza is given and question based on it. So find a word from the stanza which means separated. So diverged means separated. There were two roads. Till now I was walking on a road, and now I can see that there is a fork, F-O-R-K, a fork, that is a separation, a diversion. So the road is divided into two. So I have to choose which path I should continue. And sorry I could not travel both. So obviously when there are two roads, you cannot continue on both, and you have to make a choice. And be one traveller long I stood. So being a traveler, long I stood. That is, for a long time I stood at the juncture wherein the two roads are separating. I waited there and had a good look at both the paths, at both the options, at both the roads, to decide as to which one should I choose. So I took my own time to decide which road should I continue, and looked down one as far as I could. So each road, I examined the road, and then I was planning to take a decision to where it bent in the undergrowth. Till a particular distance I could see the road, both the roads. So I observed the road till the point where I could see it, because after that it bent, it took a curve, it took a turn, and I couldn't see the road ahead. पर जितना मैं देख सकता था उतना मैंने दोनों रोड्स देख के जज कर रहा था कि कौन सा रोड मैं कंटिन्यू करूँ आगे. So when we are talking about walking in a jungle or a forest and having two roads, it also is a symbolism of the choices that we make in life. Okay, so now my life was going on smooth till now. Now I have got two choices in life. Okay, 10th standard तक जैसे स्कूल में आगे बढ़ते हैं हम लोग बढ़ते गए, बट 10th के बाद अभी मुझे आगे का चॉइस करना है कि मैं which stream should I choose? Should I go in for science? Should I go in for commerce? Should I go in for arts? Should I go in for something else, some diploma courses? What should I do after this? So that is symbolic of this poem as well. Okay, so what should we do at a point when we have to choose between the two options that we have? Okay, so two roads diverged in a yellow wood. Here it is called as a yellow wood because it is autumn and the leaves of the trees have fallen on the ground, and that's the reason it is looking yellow. Okay, so yellow is because the yellow leaves have covered the path, and wood is another word for forest. Okay, sorry. So wood is another word for forest, and yellow is because it was autumn season and the leaves had fallen in. So two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both, and be one traveller long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. So I could, till the point I could see it, I observed both the roads, examined both the roads, and later on I kept making a decision. I kept it for later on, some time after I have observed it well. So undergrowth here means the area where it is a dense forest. Okay, so you cannot see the road after that, since the forest becomes dense. It takes a turn and then you cannot see further. That is the undergrowth. Then took the other, just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that the passing there had worn them really about the same. Now what this stanza means is, then took the other, that is I observed the first road initially, जहाँ तक मैं देख सकता था पहले रोड को मैंने ऑब्जर्व किया, एग्जामिन किया, then took the other just as fair. So now fairly, keeping myself fair, okay, I had nothing in my mind that I liked the first road also, I kept myself fair and I looked at the other road as well, and having perhaps the better claim. So now I thought this other road might have something better to offer me, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Now what does it mean by grassy and wanted wear? The road was full of grass and it wanted wear, that is very few people had walked on it. Wear and tear जिसको हम बोलते हैं ना, यूजेज, तो वेयर एंड टेयर नहीं हुआ था उस रोड का, मतलब ये यूज नहीं हुआ था ज्यादा. सो वेरी फ्यू पीपल हैड चोजन दिस पाथ, दो एज फॉर दैट द पासिंग देयर had worn them really about the same. Now, till a certain extent, we could see that one road was used and the other road wanted wear. But beyond a certain extent, if you see, दोनों roads they were worn, they were used. Initially ऐसे लग रहा था कि ये रोड कम यूज हुआ है, ये ज्यादा यूज हुआ है, but beyond that, if you see, beyond a certain point, both the roads gave me equal opportunities. Both the roads provided equal opportunities to the people who trod on them, people who walked on them. Am I okay till here? 2 stanzas. Can I move on, or any doubts?
Yes.
Okay, great. So the third one, and both that morning equally lay, in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. So both that morning equally lay. So that point of time when I'm observing both the roads, they looked quite equal, as in no one had walked on them. In leaves no step had trodden black. So no one had walked on those roads that day when the poet was observing them. At that moment, both the roads had been in an equal position. No one had stepped on it. No leaves had been turned black because of people stepping and walking on it. Okay. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. The decision that the poet made was choosing the second road. Okay, because he had seen it that the second road had less wear and tear towards the beginning, but later on it's the same opportunity that it gave, right? But then the poet chose the second road to follow, and the thought that he had in mind was, the next time I would take the first road and check what is it on that road. But again, back of the mind, he knew that it is not going to happen, because once you choose a road, you move on that road, and then that road again gives you 2 or 3 or 4 options, and then you choose from that and then you move on ahead. You never come back to the earlier option, right? When you make one choice and you move ahead with that, you don't come back to check what is there in the other option that you did not choose, right? But still he said that, okay, मैं वापस आके दूसरा road देख लूँगा. But still he knew in the mind that this is not going to happen. He is not ever going to come back. Once he moves on, there would be another choice further and another choice further, and he would just keep moving on. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Okay, so in the third stanza, there is the word here which is trodden. Trodden is walked on, or the tread is the original word. From this, trodden had come. Okay, the original
Kind
word.
of used word, right?
Used. Yes. Walked on, basically. You've trodden it. So it is basically used for in relation to roads itself. Okay, you tread on that path. So it is always in relation to roads that you use. So walked or used roads. Right? And then the last stanza. I shall be telling this with a sigh. With a sigh is when you have taken a deep breath and you leave that breath and then you say something. Okay, so what happened there, right? That is
Like a hub.
yes. So this sigh can be in 2 ways. That can be because you are happy thinking about your memories, or you're sad thinking about your memories. So at this point of time, the poet he is not aware what awaits for him in the future, राइट. तो अभी चॉइस तो कर लिया है, ये रोड मैंने चूज किया है, आगे जाके क्या होगा पता नहीं. आई शुड बी टेलिंग दिस विद अ साई, सो दैट साई कैन बी अ हैप्पी साई और अ सैड साई, राइट. सो आई एम टेलिंग दिस विद अ साई. Somewhere ages and ages hence, so after many years I would be telling this, either happily or sadly. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. So whatever unique that you see in my life is because of the choices that I have made, which have given me an opportunity to do something different. Okay, so I have not participated in the rat race. I have always chosen things depending on my intelligence and what my inner voice tells me. So wherever you see me standing at this moment of time is because of the choices that I have made many years back, okay, and many choices after that as well. So that has made all the difference.